Hey, it's Raideesha of the Culinary Management Company. And I just wanted to share with you why I formed the company that I formed. What was the reason and logic behind it? In my early 20s, I went off and I went to study to be a chef. And I studied under a master chef. And I love food and everything, but I realized that if I was to be in the food industry, chances are I really wouldn't have that much time to be a mom if I had kids. And I looked at the amount of money that they made, and I was like, being a manager inside a restaurant really isn't my thing. And I looked at the requirements and demands of the job. And it wasn't anything that I was interested in doing. I wasn't interested in giving away my life just for money. And in my younger years in network marketing, I learned that I can have my priorities in life and still enjoy a good life. And so that's what I did. I decided that I'm going to design my life in advance so that it could be the way that I desire it to be versus building it by default, right? So I always wanted to keep, and I still do keep, my faith first, God first, my family second, my son, and my career third. So I don't ever sacrifice who I am for money or for a client, any kind of business opportunities. If it's going to infringe on those things that are important to me, I just say no to it. So as I was working in the food industry in culinary school, then I started doing catering and I had no idea about business. I thought that once you could cook, you could be successful in the food industry. I realized that that was so far from the truth. Like I had no clue what it was to be a business professional. To be honest, I didn't even know that I needed a food safety certificate until someone said it to me. I was like, what you're talking about? Like, if I don't have to get it, I'm not going to get it because I'm not even interested in all that. I just wanted to cook because why? I could cook good, right? So I went on and I taught, and teaching at Le Cordon Bleu down here in South Florida opened up my eyes to the educational aspect of what is offered in the food industry. And as an instructor, I think I learned more than my students did because I was able to learn from their experiences. And then from Le Cordon Bleu, I got an opportunity to work at Cisco Food Services. And that taught me so much about the business side of the food industry. I credit them to having more business acumen than I ever had about it. And I'm forever grateful for the experiences that I had there as an employee. And I'm a person, I like to study things, habits, patterns, predictable results, and finding challenges and solving them. I'm an excellent problem solver. Like, I enjoy solving problems, not math problems, but problems, right? And I would realize a pattern of failure in the food industry. And I was like, well, why doesn't someone form a company that addresses these concerns? Like, it was just breaking my heart. I kept praying, like, Lord, why doesn't someone form a company that addresses these concerns? And then after a while, I realized that I'm that person to form the company to address the results in the way that I thought they should be done. So over the years, I started off with just offering food safety and sanitation certifications for managers and food handlers, and then the responsible alcohol service program, the alcohol certification as well. And I remember I met this gentleman. I was on this flight. I had to fly to Atlanta to fly to Nassau. And in this flight to Atlanta, I met this gentleman, but I just had a feeling about this flight. I'm not driving, I'm flying out of my way, away from where I'm going. I said, you know what? This has to be for a reason. Like, there must be something important about me flying to Atlanta. And this gentleman asked me a question at the around the concluding part of our conversation. He said, what is so great about your company or what it is that you do that I would want to connect you or refer you to my clients? And everything that I said, I thought was absolutely amazing. And his silence was what was important because there was nothing that I said that convinced him. And in analyzing what it was that I had to offer, I realized that it wasn't really anything unique or distinctive about it. And so from that day forward, I've been on a mission to always find a way to make my company different than other companies. And so from that time, I've added 16 industry recognized certification courses to our service offerings. And I've gone ahead into full service consulting. I've been able to work with companies that I've only dreamt of working with. When I knocked on their doors, I couldn't get in, but some way, somehow, the blessing came to me where they knocked on my doors for me to work with them. And to be honest, this is an exciting time in my life and in my business for the way the company's developing because I'm finally able to serve people the way that I desire to serve them and with the resources that I know are essential for their success. So, the Culinary Management Company was formed to address the high failure rate of food service businesses because most people focus on the food, but never the business side of it. And so that's why we're here. While you focus on your craft and your art and perfecting that dish, we're here to make sure that you have all your systems and processes in place, that you meet your regulatory requirements if that's necessary, if you want to get your products on the shelf with labeling requirements, making sure that you understand your shelf life and whatever the local or regulatory or federal requirements are to be able to address those. If you need help with designing your concept, if you want to franchise, if you want to develop your concept, interior design. There's so many things that we focus on strategically that are essential to your success. So if it's not what I consider to be an important element of a fully functioning, operational, and successful business, we don't offer it. It's only what I find to be the core of the business that we focus on because I want to make sure that whatever we do it with excellence, right? So, this is a little bit of the backstory behind the Culinary Management Company. And that's why I say professional resources for culinary businesses, because what I do is I bring the kind of resources that corporations have and I have them tailored for smaller businesses also to make sure that you have access to an accountant that understands your specific business. So whoever we're working with, they specialize specifically in the food industry and its unique challenges. So this is Raideesha. And I thank you for listening to me. You could probably expect more videos popping up for me. Maybe I won't be so camera shy and worry about having everything perfected and well crafted when I speak with you. So I just want to say thank you for listening to me. And if there's anyone that you know who is in business and they might be facing challenges, they might not, and they might want to grow and expand. I will so appreciate that referral. And we do have a referral program where we reward and compensate people for connecting us with people who become our clients. If there's someone who's interested in establishing a new business, we're here for them also. So if it's anyone dealing with anything to do with food, getting food packaged, retail items, opening a restaurant, food truck, refer them to the Culinary Management Company and make sure that they let us know that you sent them. Thank you again. And it's Raideesha Francis. Enjoy your day.